All right, I'm going to give you a bonus tip here for your approach shots, and this is going to be on the wide ball where it comes higher. Now, we've talked about that high put away that you need to handle, that you need to practice by using that back to front footwork pattern. But I want to show you what's called the outside hop. And the outside hop is going to involve moving up, and I'll show you on the forehand side first. It's going to involve moving up, and when the ball is higher, just like the outside hop when you're moving out wide and you're moving back, you're going to load this outside leg and you're going to land on it and then come forward. This is very, very advanced. This isn't something that I would recommend that you do a lot, but if you study the great pros on the clay courts and even on grass courts, really any court, hard courts too, they are practicing or using this outside hop. So most of you out there are going to come up and you're going to run through or walk through that ball when it's wide. But when it comes a little higher, you can practice hopping on that outside leg, skipping through the ball. Like I said, this is very advanced. When you do this, you want to make sure that the inside leg kicks forward a little bit, okay, instead of kicking back. That's a big mistake that I see players doing when they use this footwork pattern at first. So let me show you a shadow stroke on both sides, and then I'll show you where I hit the ball, where it's fed to me, and then we'll show you how it can work in a rally situation. So if I come up on the forehand here, I skip, and then I come around. I'm doing this at about half speed for you. Go one more time. This is your shadow stroke. Just a little tiny skip. Doesn't have to be a big jump at all. Backhand side. Backhand side, you're not going to use it as much, but it's still kind of a fun way to move. Imagine if you started shadow stroking these footwork patterns and you did it for 6 months or for a year. It's pretty awesome stuff. You can do that on the one-handed backhand as well. Now, for those of you out there that can't get this down, just use the run through. Just jog right through the ball. Even if it's higher, just jog through. That will work for you. Okay, now I'm going to deal with a ball that's hit with a little bit of topspin and it's hit out wide. That's the key. If it's hit towards the middle, you're still going to use a lift and land on it. But if it's out wide, you're going to use that outside hop. See that little skip? I know I made it look easy, but hopefully you could see that instead of getting over there and stumbling and reaching for it, I was able to gracefully get that outside leg behind the ball and hit it. Let's do it on the backhand side. Here we go. Not jumping high. I'm not trying to hit the ball hard. I'm just taking my time on it. That's all you want to do. And again, this is something you can just practice over time. You don't have to put this into a match yet. Know that you could use that in doubles. And of course, you can use it in singles, because when you get pulled wide, you might have to hop a little bit to get off that outside foot. All right, now it's time to put it into action. We're going to rally, and then I'm going to have my opponent hit an angle that pulls me off the court. And by doing that, if I use this footwork correctly, I'm not going to have my momentum going off the court when I'm done. I'm actually going to be coming back into the court. So let's rally, and then after a few balls, you're going to hit me a wide, short ball. Still stepping in from the baseline. Now again, that was very advanced. It was a very difficult ball. Most of you out there probably wouldn't have been able to handle that. But again, you'll notice that I didn't get out there and struggle and reach for it. I was able to get my outside leg out there and lift up off of the outside leg. Now let's show this on the backhand side. Again, this is pretty uncommon on the backhand side, but I at least want you to see how you can dynamically use your footwork, move through the ball. This is going to be the outside hop. Here we go. In a rally, I'm on the front foot. He's going to angle me. So again, that was a really tough ball, but I got out there with my outside leg. Probably would have been easier to run through it and not to jump. But again, if you study the top pros, you'll see them dynamically using that type of footwork. Let me show you with a one-handed backhand. Same thing, one-handed backhand. Again, I'm not a one-hander, but you get the idea that I can come up on that high ball and jump off of that outside leg and land on the outside leg. So let's summarize the outside hop. You're going to focus on getting on that outside leg and making sure you get off of the ground when the ball is up high. If the ball comes lower, you're still going to use the run through, okay? You're going to use that run through footwork pattern. That's really what I want you to focus on most of them. But if the ball gets up high, you can try that outside hop. So that's your bonus advanced tip that you can play around with, have some fun with it, and we'll see you at the next lesson.